Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Thank you, one and all. Lydia Washington, thank you so much for being first. I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Let me see if I can get those slides up. It's almost like I say the same thing every day, right? I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Okay. Happy Cinco de Mayo, whatever that is. Cinco de Mayo, if you don't know what that is the day that it's the, anyway, happy Cinco de Mayo. I know it's an excuse to drink. Yeah, I know a lot of people drink on that day. It's the next big drinking holiday after St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, so St. Patrick's Day, we were Irish. Now we're all Mexican American. So that is Cinco de Mayo. That's not racist, is it? Okay. Of course, if you had to ask, you know what to say if you have to ask. Anyway, Stephen Black, happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Archie's birthday. It is Archie's birthday. It's after midnight now, so it is technically Archie's birthday. Okay, there we go. Guantanamera. No, that's the wrong one. Let me see. Everybody samba, samba, samba. Anyway, let me stop. That's totally racist. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's see. Just so that we're all clear on this, and as people have been discussing the idea of building a wall recently, I just want you to see a map of these United States when it was actually Mexican territory that was seized back in 1848. Now, you see there's a good chance that, who knows, they might take it back. But yeah, you can see Mexico, Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, part of what is that, Montana? I'm sorry, Montana, and Texas. Texas, 1848. That really wasn't that long ago. As you can see there was no state of Illinois. At least they didn't name it. Or did they? No, I'm sorry, there was an Illinois. 1818 is when Illinois became a state. Michigan was still a territory, and so was Arkansas. And you see there the unorganized territory. All of that means is they hadn't seized it from Native Americans yet. That's what that really means. So, just a little history lesson. Look at that. Florida was just territory. Didn't, yeah. And if I can quote one of my favorite actors, Eva Longoria, as she once said, my family didn't cross the border crossed us. Hello. Hello. We didn't cross the border crossed us. See there? Now that is real American history. So, what? Okay. My goodness, that's a surprise. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. And there you see one of the festivities for Cinco de Mayo. Hey, Big Mama, happy Cinco de Mayo. Well, I guess it's no longer happy Cinco de Mayo. That was if I would have came on sooner. Ah, never mind. Okay, we're gonna go through this, you guys. We're gonna go through this. Some of my favorite looks from the Met Gala. Some of my favorite looks. You know what? I feel bad I didn't include this one, and that one is hot. Oh, I feel bad I didn't include that one. Is it too late? Let's see what I can do about it. Let's see what I can do about it. Because she deserves to be included. That is a good look. And my birthday twin, I didn't even include her. What is wrong with me? My birthday twin. That, of course, being Anna Wintour, Nuclear Wintour. That is my birthday twin. I didn't even include her. So let me do that. Won't take but a second. How careless of me. And then I will explain the not category, but the purpose of the gala tonight. This has been the blackest Met Gala ever. You know, over the years, there has been the notion that there has been an appropriation of the black race, our black culture. And, well, they decided to go all in this year by celebrating the black dandy. Now, what is a black dandy? Well, back in the 17th and 18th century, or is it the 18th and the 19th century? I think it's the 17th, 18th, and the 19th century. There was a certain type of guy who would dress in a way that made him stand out in the crowd. Embellishments, jewelry, hats. And as you can see, this young lady right here, she has, okay, I want to do this so I can include the other slides that I just added. But let's see. L look, well, I'm sorry, is that EI look took Tayana, am I saying her name right? Tayana Taylor, DeMarc Jacobs. Oh, is this in Spanish? Why didn't I notice that before? Anyway, she is dressed up as the Harlem Rose. Now, during the Harlem Renaissance, of course, the idea of the dandy really took off. Everything from zoot suits to, you know, guys, I'm okay. I got to say, though, I'm a little disappointed. And I don't want to sound crass or anything like that, but I'm a little disappointed that they didn't include pimps. You know what I'm saying? The pimp was definitely a dandy. Let me see here. Did I just see Anne? Let me see. Where is Anne? Duchess of Success. Anyway, I know it. Oh, there you are. Yeah, Tayana. Yeah, she ate. She ate definitely. Definitely. I love the look. I love the look. Now you guys, let me just say, there are a lot of people that are compared. Well, you know what? I don't even want to say a lot of people, but the one thing I heard was, "Oh, is it a funeral this year?" I'm going to caution you all something about any of these shows, and that is whether it's the Met Gala, the Oscars, the BAFTAs, whatever it is, it may look one way on television. It may not seem to be very impressive, but I have seen photos like close ups and such. When you see the fabric, when you see the work that has gone into something, That's why so often you guys notice I crop a lot of photos because I want you to see the details. Look at how rich that fabric is. Look how beautiful that is. Now, from a distance, it's just the shape. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't do that with everything. Like this girl here on the right, that doesn't seem very impressive on its own, but it is a deconstructed pinstripe suit. I always say pinstripe. I can never say that right. Pinstripe suit. Um, and it's deconstructed. So they made a gown with a train and everything, but the details on it is, you know, gorgeous, gorgeous. You really have to be in the room to enjoy it. Some of these photos do not give it justice at all. Sounds like me trying to do a podcast at 2 a.m. Exactly, exactly. Which it is late for me, and I do apologize, you guys. I wanted to make sure I got these Met Gala photos up, and I'm using a cheat sheet because I didn't want to have to go through the trouble of trying to label everything. But it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Now, listen, you guys. The night belonged to the boss, which is what Diana Ross used to call herself back in what, the 70s or the 80s. She used to call herself the boss. Um, that she had that song, "Who Was the Boss?" Diana Ross, they gave her flowers. This is her first time at the Met Gala since I want to say it was either 2013 or 2003. I remember the three, but she hadn't been there in years. And her son convinced her to do it. And so she's wearing this beautiful gown. And what you can't see is that embroidered into the gown on the inside, well, the train, the coat of the cape that she's wearing is the names of her children and grandchildren. So all of her children and 8 grandchildren, their names are sewn into it. So this is a great way to celebrate Diana Ross. And Diana Ross, if you guys have never seen the movie Mahogany, you got to see the Mahogany. It's one of those movies where it's all about the, what do they call it, a collage, that scene where it's just like one outfit after the other, and it helps to tell the story, just like with Devil Wears Prada when Miranda Priestley is walking in every day throwing her coat and her purse on the desk. It's one of those moments. There was also another one in Devil Wears Prada where you see Andy going through the various designers when she realized she really do get into that stuff. So definitely, Diana Ross had a great night, an amazing night. Um, the carpet celebrates the dandy, of course. Dandy as in beautiful flower, and so there's a dandy, and then of course there is the black dandy. And the black dandy, of course, establishing himself in society. Um, let's see, it says here dandyism is a style and attitude characterized by an exaggerated focus on personal appearance, especially in clothing and grooming, and a refined or cultivated manner. By the way, you guys, I put the link for um, um, Duchess of Success up there at the top. So do not forget to like, share, and subscribe um, to all of our Sussex friendly spaces. Now, I'm going to snatch a couple of photos that I'm going to share with you that helps to describe the dandy. And you probably have had a dandy in your life and just didn't really know that there was a name for it. Um, but yeah, so how this outfit ties into that is anybody's guess, but it doesn't matter because she looks fantastic. Look at that train. That train goes on forever. What's that? At least the lady that was rushing people off the carpet was not there this year. uh yeah, it's a distraction when they do that, right? It's a terrible distraction. But go, Miss Ross, you did that. Now, it took her a month of Sundays to get up the steps, right? And I'm not criticizing her for that. I'm just saying it took her a month of Sundays to get up the steps. Of course, um, they had to make it seem like there was some kind of conflict where there was none. And I, for one, I gosh, I'm so tired of this make believe conflict with everything in the world. There was no conflict. There was no conflict. Zendaya, oh, you guys, I just got to chill. I just got to chill. I don't know why I love Zendaya so much, but I just do. Um, Zendaya decided to represent the dandy the way that she knows how, and that is a very finely tailored suit. Do you hear me? A finely tailored suit. As a matter of fact, if I wasn't um, really thinking about it, right? If well, should I say, um, if I was a betting man, I would think that she was actually paying homage to Diana Ross. Now, you all know that that is a Diana Ross mahogany look, right? That is a Diana Ross mahogany look. That screams Diana Ross in the movie Mahogany, where Diana Ross played the what do you call it? The seamstress turned designer. So, and of course, when Megan wore the white hat when she went back to the for the Queen's Jubilee, it was said that she was channeling the a Diana Ross look. Well, look, which is not a bad thing to do, which is definitely not a bad thing to do. But yeah, she looked amazing. She looked amazing. Um if there was an award for the best tailored suit of the year, Zendaya would win hands down. That is magnificent. Yeah, she's definitely stunning. Definitely. But yeah, she whoever her stylist is, they definitely know how to put together a look for her, and she wears it well always. So, oh, and by the way, what they were trying to say is that okay, she had to wait on the right side there. The photo on the right, she's actually waiting in the wings. They asked her to or I don't know if they even had to ask her, but she was waiting. You see the photo on the left, the area behind her there? She stood there for a few minutes. Well, I mean, Diana Ross is what, 80 years old. It took her a minute to get up the steps with that big giant cape on. I think it would have taken anybody a while to get up those steps. I mean, God knows how much that thing weighs. And so they tried to say that there was some kind of conflict and that she was, I mean, come on, that's Diana Ross. She gave Diana Ross the space and the respect that she deserved in that moment, and there was no conflict. So if you see that somewhere, I'm just telling you now, it was not. It was not. As a matter of fact, Zendaya only made the one appearance last night. Usually, well, I'll just say, I think a couple of years, she actually came back a second time. Now, I'm pretty sure that when Anna Wintour says, okay, can you come back and do a second appearance? Then she'll come back and do a second appearance. Well, it was not required, and she did not do one. And actually, the night was for men. It was a man's night. It was not for women. It was for men. Men were the focus of tonight's show. And there is Lewis Hamilton. Check out that hardware he's got on. Check out the hardware. Look at that diamond. Ooh, look at that diamond. Now that is a serious diamond. That is a serious diamond. Oh my gosh. See, I'm looking at it right here. Diana Ross may have somewhat taken away from Zendaya's Met Gala arrival. Zendaya was not wearing a big, gigantic outfit this year. Oh my God. Will they ever give it a rest? It was not her year. Well, such is the horror of the what do you call it? Of the internet. They find a way to create controversy where there really isn't any. Okay, so let me go back to this just for 1 second, if I might. Um, let me do this. Okay. Yeah, that white hat is a very, very classy look. Very classy. There's our Duchess wearing her white hat. Now, let me see if I can find Diana Ross in mahogany with the white hat, just so that we can complete the look. Give me 1 second. Okay, you guys, you'll be very happy with this one. Give me just a second, and I will show you. Huh. Got to get rid of that and that, and bring up this and that. One, two. Wait, can I do two of those? Okay. Used to be able to do two. Let me see here. Got one more for you. So there you go. Diana Ross with her signature white hat. And then take a look here. Actually, looks like she's wearing kind of a blush or oh, well, okay, it's not exactly white, but yeah, you can see the hats. Very cool. So I'm gonna just guess that Zendaya was actually paying homage to Diana Ross. Quiet as it's kept. I think she was paying homage to her. If not, it was a very, very good coincidence. Great coincidence. There's Tyler Perry wearing a cape, and of course, not to be left out, the should be president of the United States. And I think is that Babyface? Yeah, I think that's Babyface. Okay, let me find my cheat sheet. I think that's Babyface. Oh, you guys, stick around. There are some looks coming. But I do encourage you guys to go and how could I not include this girl? I hope I did. Let me grab that one just in case. Yes, Diana Ross used to cause it, as they say. She was causing it. She was causing it. Let's see. That's true. It's like Megan's wedding dress. It's beautiful when you see it for real. It was shocked. I was shocked, that is, how detailed it was. It looks simple on screen, but the stitching in sections was gorgeous. Perfect. Yasmin, thank you for saying that. I hope that helps somebody, because there's when you look at something on television, you're not really getting it. You just can't. It's very difficult. But I mean, it could really decide whether the outfit is really all it seems, seeing it in person, or at least seeing some very good close-up images of it. Let's see, Martha 2021. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for supporting Royal Sussex. Now, this is oh gosh, what is her name? What is her name? Don't worry, I got the cheat sheet here. Is it Monet? Uh, oh my God, I don't think I included her, and I really should have. What is wrong with me? Oh, there was so many good ones though. Oh, that was Janelle Monet. Yeah, Janelle Monet. There we go. I love this look. I loved it. And again, it's one of those things where it is so well structured. It is so well put together. That is gorgeous. I love it. And she always pushes the envelope. Connie Bowman. Hey, Connie Bowman. And let me see, who is that? Who is that in the black and white? Okay, so that is my birthday twin on the right, Anna Wintour. And the girl on the left, wait, don't tell me I got my cheat sheet. I think she's out of order. That's why I don't see her right now. But I'm scrolling through. I will catch that name. Well, I don't know who she is, but I like her outfit. That is beautiful. Oh, Zendaya. Every time I go past that white suit, my dear aunt that passed away, she had a white suit that she finally donated. Okay, that is Gina Alice Redlinger. Gina Alice Redlinger. Okay, that's who that is. Oh, Martha, thank you, 2021. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you again for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Okay, now in the yellow, okay, we know that that's Halle Berry on the right. I kind of blushed when I look at that. Okay, Halle Berry. uh, all right. It's okay. It's your party. You know. And then on the left, let me see who do we have with the yellow. That is Lauren Hill. That is Lauren Hill. Okay. Lauren Hill is definitely paying homage to the dandy. Yes, come on, Lauren. I like. Speaking of the dandy, there is a New Orleans dandy right there. Okay. Remember, this is all about the what do you call it? The clothes horse, as they say sometimes. Here's another image of a dandy. As you can see, you know what? I was disappointed that there were not more people, more guys carrying a walking stick. I'm like, where is everybody's walking stick? If you're going to be a dandy, especially back in the day, you have to have the walking stick. I couldn't believe it. Most people did not have one. The evening stick, as they call it, or the walking stick, whatever you want to call it, you were supposed to have that to be a dandy. Oh, Miss Z, I I like to do the one stop shopping. Make sure you get everything you need to know. Oh wow, here's another picture of a dandy. Let me grab this one for you. It's very interesting. It's an illustrated image. There you go. But once again, you guys, I got to say it. I am so surprised, even though I can understand why they may have wanted to stay away from that, but I'm so surprised that they did not show any kind of love and appreciation for the old pimps. That was definitely that was definitely styling with the big hats and all that, you know. And people used to, I mean, well, for that era, that was cutting edge. Okay. Um, there's what's her name there on the left. Love that. That is gorgeous. Cardi B. Cardi B is causing it. That is gorgeous. How gorgeous is that? That is gorgeous. And then on the right, that is Usher, and I guess that's his wife, Jennifer. Okay, I've had enough of this. I have got to translate this thing to English because I have a Spanish version. I don't know how that happened. Okay, now everything's in English. It said Usher e wife Jennifer. Oh, now there's a few people I skipped over them because they weren't really embracing the dress code, so I skipped over them. That is Tessa Thompson, and I love that. I mean, she has the dandy hat, right? She's wearing that dandy hat. She has the dandy uniform on. Love that. Love that. She's doing it right. She's doing it right. She's paying proper respect to the moment. And then here on the right, I just love that suit. I thought it was really cool. I guess you could say she's doing the dandy thing. That is Chapel Roan, bright pink 70s style. Okay, she's doing it. She's doing it. Okay, let's go to the next one here. Lizzo. Lizzo is I don't know who the designer is, but as you can see, that is again a deconstructed suit. It has the kind of a waistcoat, the high collar, which is pushed wide open and everything. So yeah, she's kind of doing the layers of fabric as if it was a dandy suit. So okay, I like it. And I'm living for the turban. That is Diljit Dosanjh. Yeah, and he has a saber. Okay, all right, he's got a saber. Ah, oh, thank you so much, Jennifer Edwards. Oh, I did include her. Wait, I'm so sorry. I did include her. Yes, on the right side there. That is Doja Cat brings punk to her 80s inspired Marc Jacobs custom look. Inspired by Mother Africa, she told the host of Vogue Met Gala red carpet live stream with the bold, exaggerated silhouette, um, cinched waist, artist felt like both gangster and madam. Okay, so she's being a gangster and a madam. You know what? I just had a thought about a photo from Renaissance Harlem, the Harlem Renaissance that I want to share with you. Let me see if I can find that photo. I think it would be so appropriate for tonight. I am kind of getting excited like I'm at the Met Gala myself. I'm having fun with this. But let me see if I can find that one. I think it is so apropos. Oh, by the way, you guys, I got some dragon to do later, just so you know. We got some dragon to do. You know, I always wait. I hold my breath and wait for the occasion when those left behind royals are out doing something so that I can cut them down to a stump. There you go. There you go. Huh? I love this photo. This is one of my favorite photos ever. Um, of course, I you know what? I'm wondering if that's a Duesenberg. It looks kind of short to be a Duesenberg, but anyway, I love that photo during the Harlem Renaissance. There you go. There you go. We were living it up back in those days, you guys. That is Harlem during the 1920s when they were going through the Renaissance. That is one of my favorite photos. Yeah, I just thought about that. Okay, let's continue here. That is, if you don't know who that is, I'll tell you. He is the man who has inspired all of the fashion houses to embrace the hip hop style palette. Yeah, that is Dapper Dan. They call him Dapper Dan. And let's see, for Dapper Dan, a leading icon of Black dandyism, this year's Met Gala is the most important moment of my career, he told the hosts of the Vogue red carpet. The designer sought to represent both the present and sartorial past of the Black diaspora, referencing the zoot suit of the Harlem Renaissance and the Ghanaian concept of Sankofa, or is it Sankofa, meaning to return to and reclaim, to inform the future. There you go. So Dapper Dan, he is the guy who used to make coats and jackets and suits, and he actually stole the logos from Louis Vuitton is one of his favorites. You know, they say Louis Vuitton stole their logo from an African tribe. Well, he stole it back. And Louis Vuitton was a bit frustrated because they're seeing all of these hip hop and rappers and such wearing their patterns. He had to teach himself how to paint leather. He had to teach himself how to do a lot of the type of couture work that was necessary because these people were coming into his shop and they're just like, can you hook me up? Can you hook me up? So he is a very, very important man. And he's led a very interesting life. I believe they made a documentary about him. I haven't seen it yet, but they made a documentary about his rise to success. And then eventually, the big fashion houses began to use him as a consultant, as an art director, to help them come up with some designs that, you know, will appeal to both the uber rich and the wannabes, the nouveau riche, as they say, the new rich. So, and that guy on the right there, that I think that's is that what is his name? Patrick Schwarzenegger and Amy Lou Wood. Uh, yeah, I don't think this was their year. Maybe next year for them. Oh, they're on the left side. That is Angel Reese. Angel Reese is serving it. And she is serving it. You guys, now, I'm so sorry I could not zoom into that photo, but I'm looking at the details of that outfit, and it is absolutely stunning. I am looking at the details, and it is beautiful. It's very subtle. It's not over the top, but just very well executed. It really is. And the guy on the right, that is it Shah Rukh Khan? Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan. And look, he's carrying a walking stick. He has his nightstick, his evening stick. Oh, 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 oh. Is that Mindy Kaling? On the left, you have Ao Abiro. Is it Edabiro? Edabiri. And Mindy Kaling. Mindy Kaling. Come on, Mindy. You guys, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. The cummerbund that she's wearing is half white and half red, and it's layered on top. She's got the drop sleeves, and it's like a very classic dandy coat that she's wearing. That is gorgeous. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is really beautiful. Mindy Kaling is causing it. Again, you guys, I invite you to try to source these images on your own so that you can really zoom in and see the rich details. That, of course, is Law Roach on the left side. And on the right side, that is Hunter Schafer. And she's kind of giving me the Bonnie and Clyde with the beret. But still, that's a good look. They both look great. And of course, Regine, is it Regine Page? That's his name, right? Regine Page. Oh, why did I think he had a different last name? Anyway, he decided to go red, to go crimson from head to toe. Khadijah, thank you so much for joining us. We're going through the looks of the Met Gala. And there on the right is a very, let me see, Sha'Carri Richardson. Yeah, that's nice too. Oh, check out that suit on the left. That is Henry Golding. That that suit. Do you see the way the light is dancing off of that suit? Do you see the way the light is shimmering on those threads? That's when you know that you have a really rich fabric. You have a really rich fabric. And that is, of course, Demi Moore on the right. Now, can you guess what Demi Moore is wearing? Go ahead and try to guess. Anybody? And I'm only guessing too, but I think I know what it is. Tell me what Demi Moore is wearing. I thought this was so cool. Take a good look at it. I'm waiting for you. Yes, yes, Gail Tapscott. It is a necktie. There are no prizes, but she's wearing a gigantic necktie. That is so cool. Okay, you got it too. Very cool. All right. And that, of course, is Serena Williams. Um, she has a big cape. I'm not sure what she's referencing, but okay. And then who's next here? She looks nice though. There's one person I can't stand. I just skipped her. I'm like, no, girl, you ain't gonna make it tonight. Not on Royal Sussex. That is Alton Mason. That is Alton Mason with that with those washboard abs. I don't know who Alton Mason is, but let me see. Who the heck is Alton Mason? Let me see here. Oh, he models. Yeah, he models. And eventually he takes that coat off, of course. He loses the coat, and I guess you get a chance to see the light play on his washboard abs. That's not a bad deal. He can pull it off. And he is 27 years old, 6'2" and 27 years old. Okay. Okay. Yes, exactly. Yep, exactly. Absolutely. 1930 socialite. I like that. Let me see. Who's on the left? Andrew Scott. And is it Do Chill? Anyway, she is wearing Louis Vuitton. She is doing the head to tail Louis Vuitton. And to exaggerate the idea of being a dandy, she is holding a cigar. Very cool. Very cool. I like those. Uh, who's causing the drama tonight? Who's giving us drama? That is Megan the Stallion. Yeah, that's Megan the Stallion. I should recognize her. Megan the Stallion. You better walk, girl. Walk, walk, walk. ASAP Rocky, like the look, love it. And on your left there, who is that on the left in this brown? Oh boy, I think I skipped a bit. Where is she? Oh, that is Sabrina Carpenter. Represents Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. That is nice. That is nice. She knew the assignment. And Bad Bunny. And then, of course, that's Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. Okay. I like his look. I like their look. They complement each other very well. And Wade just, or should I say, definitely embraced the dress code. That is Ava DuVernay, and that is Barry Cogan. Yeah, they look great. They look great. I would love to be in the room just to see everything up close. Now, at first, when I saw Lupita, I was like, no, girl. But then I saw it again and I'm just like, okay. The first time I saw it, it didn't really do much, but I can see it now. Much better. I like it. And then taking a look at a good, crisp, close photo of it, she's wearing Lorex wool jacket adorned with satin collar. Oh, she's there for Chanel. Yeah, she's representing Chanel. And Gigi Hadid, she's wearing gold muumuu gown, was designed in collaboration. Okay. Okay. Well, that's pretty. Oh, take a look on the left. I already know because I saw this earlier. She's representing Chanel. She is wearing a classic Chanel look. Now, how that ties into tonight, I don't think it does, but still, she gets points for that look. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. That is red carpet Chanel. And then on the right, that is Brian Tyree Henry. And he's wearing that beautiful cape, matching his suit. Oh, and he's wearing the boots just like a real dandy. See there? Oh, wait. Let me see if I can find one. There's got to be one. Oh, I don't see any of them wearing boots, but anyway, that was definitely one of the looks is wearing the boots. So he is definitely adhering to the dress code. Yes, Rihanna is pregnant. I do not have a photo of her, but I did see her. Oh, oh, look at Simone Biles. That is gorgeous. And so is Zoe Zeldana. Zeldana, she looks good. And she has all the buttons, just like a real dandy. Because one of the things with the dandies is, I'm trying to remember, was it, I know it was the trousers had a lot of buttons. And I think the waistcoat had like all those buttons close together like that. So definitely she has that going on. And it's got the very structured bodice. So yeah. Yeah, she's on point. She is on point. And of course, she's got those spectator shoes on, just like they would have worn back in the day. What was that they used to put on top of the shoe? The white thing that they would put on top of it? The spats, I think they call it. Yeah, it's almost like she's got the spats on her shoes. Big gigantic heel. Now, it took me a while. I saw Simone Biles and I saw Owen what's it Owen Brown? I think that's his name. Anyway, this particular article that I'm referencing, they didn't even have a good picture of him. He was one of the best dressed guys of the night. He was one of the best dressed guys of the night. I'm just like, no, I got to go and find his photo. I got to go and find his photo because he was one of the best dressed of the night. Of all the guys that was there, I think his look was just as solid as anybody else's. He certainly captured the look better than I'm going to say he outdid Lewis Hamilton, who didn't seem to put a whole lot of effort into it. But yeah, I thought he was one of the best dressed guys of the night. And they look great together. And of course, Simone Biles, if you noticed her outfit there, she has all of those. Oh gosh, it's not really close enough for you to see it, but she's wearing like a bunch of the what do you call it? The appliques. Anyway, it is. She's got the dandy bow tie, except her bow tie is looks like it's made with crystals, and she's got the big dandy collar. So I really do like to give points when they stick to the. Oh, there you can see it better. Isn't that beautiful? They really, really complement each other. He's wearing the finely tailored suit. He's got the waistcoat on. He's got the big necktie. Look at there. And he's got the walking stick. Jonathan Owens. Thank you. Jonathan Owens. Why did I call him Owen Brown? Thank you. But yeah, they make a gorgeous couple. Gotta throw Zendaya in there one more time. I'm sorry. Every time I see Zendaya, I get goosebumps. I don't know what it is about her, but she just knows how to wear it. She knows how to style it. She owns the look. That is Pusha. Is it Pusha T? I don't know who that is. Let me see. That is Sandy Sink. No, not Sandy Sink. Who is that? Oh gosh. Okay, I'm a little bit out of order here. Wow. Okay, I skipped quite a few people. I could see that. Who the heck is that? Well, I don't know who it is. And then the guy, let me explain this look if you haven't figured it out yet. If you have not figured it out, what he is wearing is definitely deconstructed. And of course, deconstructed fashion means you take a perfectly good outfit and you take it apart and you reimagine it. So not only is it deconstructed, it is, well, it's I don't know how to explain it. Those are portions of a sport coat. Like I would say he's got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 panels going across the front. It's like an unfinished suit. If you went to Savile Road and had them make you a suit, you know how they have all the chalk lines and pins and measurements and stuff? That is what he's wearing. Kind of clever. I mean, it's a lot of fun. He's not taking himself so serious. But is that Jaja, Jija Hadid? Who is that in the black? I don't know who that is. But anyway, I love the outfit. I just don't know who it is. And I'm going through my article here that I'm using as a cheat sheet, and I cannot find her anywhere. Let me go back to the top. Oh, that is Carly Kloss. Carly Kloss. Okay, Carly Kloss. And the guy is Walton Giggins. Goggins, rather. Walton Goggins. Ugh. Okay. Disaster averted. And that is Cara Young and Sarah Snook. Cara Young and Sarah Snook. That's who that is. Cara Young and yeah. Oh, Oh, Audra McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Audra McDonald. Um, Gorgeous. I had to give her own slide. I didn't feel the need to team her up with anybody. And who else do we have here? Okay, we're almost through. Let me see here. That is Coco Jones on the right. And who is that on the left? Adrienne Warren. Yeah, Adrienne Warren and Coco Jones on the right. The Manish Malhotra outfit is a regal hybrid of structured movement with its floral appliques embroidered blazer descending into a floor sweeping train. This is where fashion meets intention, Jones said of the event theme. Where fashion meets intention. Okay, she's on theme. She's on theme. And of course, you have Pharrell, and I don't know who that is with him. Let me see here. That is Pharrell and oh, that's his wife, Helen Lishkan. Williams' wife is wearing a leather corset bodysuit and tights. Uh, okay, somebody didn't even bother. Now, what you cannot see is Pharrell is wearing a jacket studded with pearls. I repeat, his jacket is studded with pearls. You can barely see it, but that's why it doesn't look so white. It's because his jacket is studded with pearls. Uh, Pharrell is co-hosting tonight or co-sponsoring, whatever. I feel like he didn't really bother. I think he and his wife just kind of showed up. And then, of course, on the right side there, that is what's his name? Domingo. Um, yeah, he's the event co-chair, Coleman Domingo. So he and Pharrell, they are the co-chairs of the event. He is wearing, let me see, event co-chair Coleman Domingo, first Met Gala look is a dramatic floor sweeping Valentino cape, in part referencing the Royals and, of course, the late stylist Andre Leon Talley. So, yeah, he's representing royalty and he's also representing Andre Leon Talley. Okay. And then he comes back for another look. Another look. There he is on the left side there. That is his second look of the night. He's wearing Valentino. And that, of course, is the look of the dandy. And there on the right is model Christian Latchman, the face of this year's catalog cover, arriving at the Met Gala in a cream-colored gown with a dreamy pleated train. Well, I mean, he's not wearing a gown. He has pants underneath, but that is the train. So anyway, good look, good look. And yeah, that was it. That was it for the Met Gala. Now let me see if I have a couple of images that I wanted to share that I did not put up there. Oh yeah, I did have those. I thought I didn't have them, so I snatched them off the interweb to share it with you anyway. But you know what? I had them. Now, let's go and deconstruct today's event. So, you guys, that was the Met Gala. That's not everything, but that is most of it. Um, Especially some of the bigger moments. What's that? Oh, okay. Yes, Zendaya never fails. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that she was honoring Diana Ross. And like on Reddit and such, they're trying to say that, oh, she was upset because Diana Ross took too long and ruined her moment. I don't think Zendaya was trying to have a huge moment. I think that this year she was not trying to feature herself, um, because the event is about the dandy, the black dandy. So she's paying homage, but she's not trying to steal the light. If Zendaya makes up her mind that she wants to own those steps, she will own those steps. Just like when what's her name? Um, Gosh, we just said her name. She's pregnant. What is her name? When she decides she wants to own those steps, she will own those steps. So this was Diana Ross's year. Diana Ross hadn't been there for a while, and she seems as though she's paying homage to her. And of course, um, the days of Diana Ross, when she was serving us fashion with mahogany, right? So there you go. Huh. It's nice to have a good white hat like that. Plus, they always say the good guys always wear white. So there you go. But can we talk about Zendaya's suit again? Let me see who designed this suit. Oh, and one more. Where is she at? Where is she at? One of the hosts of the red carpet. This. Uh, this. You guys, I'm going to just say this is probably one of my favorite looks for the night. This is one of my favorite looks. That is serving dandy. Dandy. That is serving the dandy. Huh? 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 Okay. Definitely. Yeah, she's doing it. She is doing it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is rich. She's got the zoot suit plus all the other classic lines of the dandy. Now, I am going to give an an honorary mention tonight. I'm going to do an honorary mention. Oh, you know what? Let me do something here while I'm thinking about it. Let me do something here, because I just want to make sure that we get it. I want to make sure we get it. Take a look at the dress there on the right. When I tell you, that's one of the ones you really have to see it in person to really get it. I'm going to do something for you right now. I'm going to do it. Do you see what I mean? Now, that is definitely a pinstripe suit deconstructed, but that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. That is intentional. That is a good look. That is a good look. She knew the assignment. She took care of it. It's not the most flamboyant look of the night, but definitely a good look. That's it, and that's all. Just wanted to make sure that you had a chance to see how rich it looks up close and personal. So, yeah. Anyway, great night for the Met Gala. There's going to be a lot of people on the internet saying otherwise, but they can all go to hell. You know what? Let me find Rihanna. Let me find Rihanna because I she wasn't with this collection of photos, but let me see if I can find her just so that we can all enjoy it together. Okay. Okay, I'll grab this one. And oh, she looks so pretty. She looks so pretty. I'll grab this one. Come on, Rihanna. Okay. Oh, this is nice. You'll really be able to see some details. So let me see. I got that one, that one. I think that'll do. I think that will do. I think this is a very successful Met Gala, although there's no shortage of people trying to trash it. But you know how that goes. Very pretty. I'll get another one so you can see more of the outfit. Yes, and she is with child, so they worked around it, but good look for her. Oh, that photo is very blurry. Sorry about that. But that is a good look for her. Okay. All right. So that is it for the dandies. Although, you guys, I can think of two more people that they really, you couldn't possibly do everything, but do you guys remember the movie Let's Do It Again? Calvin Lockhart and John Amos, and they both played, you know, bookies and into the sporting life and everything. And Calvin Lockhart um, had all those great outfits that he was wearing. And of course, John Amos, he represented the old school with those, impeccably tailored suits, the big neckties. And oh my God, you almost wouldn't have noticed how well dressed they were because it's a movie from the 70s, but they were pretty well put together. So um any of those outfits, I believe, could have went on the carpet tonight. Any of them. They were pretty sharp. Okay. But yeah, that's one of the favorite things about Let's Do It Again with Sidney Poitier. And oh yeah, and I just realized um Bill Cosby, those outfits that he was wearing in Let's Do It Again. Yes, he could have easily. Remember, he was wearing those knickers. He was wearing those knickers. That was like his outfit. And then, of course, when Sidney Poitier, when he was Mongo Slade, right? You know what? Let me get through this other stuff, and maybe we will Well, if I well, gosh, it'd be too much trouble. I'll try to do that one tomorrow maybe, but go through those outfits so I can really find some good, pictures of it. That would have been perfect, for tonight. Alright. Let me go to today's VE Day. Gosh, I can't believe we spent over an hour on the Met Gala, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. The important thing is at least we have something else to talk about besides other stuff for a change. So I'll take it. I want to do it again, do it again, do it again. Let's do it in the morning. Sweet dreams come summertime, feeling your sweet face, all laid up next to mine. Yeah, I love that movie. Love the song. I want to do it again. Oh, like the hammer on the block, love began to rock. That was some interesting lyrics. Like a hammer on the block, love began to rock. And then that very weird part where she says, I'm not the kind of girl who can linger, but I feel like a butterfinger. I want to do it again, do it again. I'm like, what is she singing about? I'm not the kind of girl who can linger, but I feel like a butterfinger. I'm like, okay, Mavis, if you say so. If you say so, Mavis. I wonder if anybody ever asked her to explain those lyrics. Be like, Mavis, about let's do it again. Can you explain those lyrics to me? What were you saying? All right. So Royal Double Act. Um Kate Middleton wore her usual um coat dress. Okay, listen. It's okay. It's okay. It's a nice look for her. It's something she does very well at this point, the coat dress. So let's give her credit for that. The kids look great. Louis is wearing long pants, I think, for a change. That's good. Now, central London streets look pitiful, empty on VE Day, symbolic of a national sense of disillusion and betrayal. The British have been taught by their establishment and media to despise their history and culture. No good saying, let's celebrate one day, on one day, rather. Um, yeah, the streets were empty, you guys. The streets were empty. Very underwhelming crowd at the palace. So much security is now needed against terrorist attacks that even if people want to mark VE Day, it's hard to get through the barriers. This is not that great country they fought and died for. Now, is she like a super conservative? Because this is kind of sounding conservative to me. But anyway, long as she's pointing out the streets are empty. I was just thinking how empty so many pavements are on Parliament Square. Too many don't care. Additional problem is the security is so tight that we have closed off many ways to get there. I live nearby and decided against due to that. It is very sad. The mall looks better. The mall was empty, you guys. The mall was empty. And let me tell you, I looked at the coverage of it, right? I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched parts of it, should I say. I watched part of the coverage. They actually um, how do I put this? They actually used the camera over the street, right? The camera was over the street. You know how they had that image of Harry and Meghan in the carriage and the camera was over them and you know, it was like that. The reason why they did that is because there was barely anybody on the pavement. The sidewalks, the pavement were empty. There was a line of people, one deep, one deep. You know how usually when it's a crowd, it could be up to 10 deep? It was like one deep. And not only that, there were spaces in between people, huge spaces where you could see directly to the street. And I don't know, maybe Kate noticed that on the way to the event. Kate and the Children of the Corn, maybe they welcome. Maybe they noticed that on the way to the event. You could see Kate with her face pulled nice and tight and plump and tight and pulled and yanked and pulled and tight. See how tight her skin looks? It's very tight. No sagging, no jowls dropping or anything like that. So she made sure that she was, ready for the event. But yeah, she made sure that there was no jowls a dropping and all that kind of stuff. No weird rounded shapes or anything. Everything is nice and tight. And of course, when your face is pulled that tight, when you're trying to talk, it can be very difficult. See how she's like, "Ugh." See how tight her face is? I think what happens is every time she bends over, her mouth pops open because her face is pulled so tight. Yeah. I think they kind of overdid it. So I'm going to be watching because I got a feeling that because her face has been stretched and pulled so tight, every time she bent over, her mouth pops open. See there? See, you you can only pull that skin so tight, and then after a while, it starts to look weird. But yeah, she got everything pulled so nice and tight. So now every time she bent over, uh, her mouth pops open. Yeah, that's like a weird side effect, I think, of whatever procedures that she did not have, because of course she would not have anything like that because she's just naturally flawless in appearance. So yeah, remember she has not had any work done. That is all natural. I mean, who hasn't suffered from that weird thing where every time you bend over, your mouth pops open? It's just one of those things. Maybe the nerves are pinched or something. But over time, because of the elasticity of skin, over time, it should likely go away. Although I am kind of surprised that she's back to the air hostess again. Yeah, now she's kind of wearing her Qatar Airways air hostess outfit, right? Yeah. Here's an older photo. Now, you know what? I like that coat dress. That one is really nice. I like the way it's structured in the front, but people were saying she looked like she's an air hostess for Qatar. uh, Poor Kate. Oh, poor Kate. She can't get a break. But she is wearing the national colors of Qatar. Yeah, she's wearing the national colors of Qatar. Qatar. I'm trying to say it right. Qatar, the national airline of Qatar. And also a great sitcom from the 70s, Welcome Back, Qatar. Anyway, listen, you guys, it's something she does well. The coat dress is her thing. See how she fits right in with the rest of the flight attendants. But then again, wasn't her mom a flight attendant with those beady weasel eyes? Wasn't she a flight attendant? So it's just history repeating. Oh, look at there. Kate, Princess Kate, William. How is she Princess Kate and he's just William? And their three children have been seen arriving at the ceremony. They are given Children of the Corn, aren't they? I don't know why I keep thinking of that movie, Children of the Corn. But well, those kids, they have a constitutional position, so I guess they're not supposed to smile or look like they're having a good time. It's constitutional. Yeah, they're not supposed to, you know. Oh well. And there's Charlotte, who was named for Charles, the feminine version of Charles, Charlotte, named for her grandfather. And there's Kate with her face pulled nice and tight. We went over that already, though. And then, of course, here, I don't know if somebody popped a stitch or what, but it looks like, see how everything seems like it just suddenly, you know what I think? I think when you're in the warmer air, every God forgive me for this. I think when she's in a warmer temperature, like the climate control Range Rover, everything looks nice and tight, right? But when she gets out there in the cold, there's some shrinkage. See there? See how everything just kind of, I think that's what happened is that when she's in the climate control, 72 degrees, but when she's away from that, well, that's what happens. When she's out of that climate control, she starts looking more like the air hostess. Poor Kate. They keep, oh, you know what? She wore that before. She wore that before. Okay. This is an old picture. She wore that coat dress before. The only thing different is the pin. Oh, okay. Poor Kate. William won't let her buy any clothes. Oh, she wore that before a couple years ago, I think. Probably a couple of years before that. Now, you guys, why is that lady sitting behind her staring at her? Why is that lady? What do you think that lady behind her is saying? You see her? What do you think she's saying? Because I have an idea, but I want you to tell me. What do you think the lady behind her is saying? Uh, no, I'm going to tell you what it is. If I could read her mind, that lady is saying, Heifer, that ain't your hair. Don't even try it. You know that ain't your hair. That don't even look like your hair. See there? This lady is obsessed with Kate's hair. She's like, uh-uh. Now you know that ain't your damn hair. You know you got that hair from Sheen. You know that's not your hair. I don't know why you playing. That is not your hair, Kate. Come on now, Kate. That color don't even look natural. Yeah, that's look at the photo on the right. That lady is that lady is obsessed with Kate's hair. She's like, "Don't even play in my face. You know that ain't your damn hair. Come on, Kate. Stop playing, girl. That ain't your hair." I love I I love her. Whoever that lady is, I just love her. She is clocking that hair or hair extensions, whatever it is. She's clocking something. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for being here. Now, Elaine, no doubt you're up early because there are more festivities for BE Day. So, hey, look at what's his name? Reverend Al. I just saw a picture of him at the Met Gala. Look at old Reverend Al. Is that from this year? It sure is. It sure is. He looks good. I really love Rihanna's outfit. I really love her outfit. That is nice. Let me read her man. Now she know that ain't her damn hair. She knows she ain't even got hair like that. Ain't nobody hair that thick. She played too much. I wonder where she ordered that hair from. Is it toxic? It looks like it's synthetic. How many hair colors does she have? I see brown, I see blonde, and I see orange. Why is her hair orange? And what's wrong with her face? It was nice and plump when she first. It was nice and plump when she first got here, and now all of a sudden she looked like the air hostess. Noreen Lovelock, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much for being here. She know that ain't her damn hair. Why she play so much? Since she got here, her hair is getting. And look, whoever that lady is in the background there, she's staring at her too. You would think these people would be more excited to see her. No, Reverend Al got his money and kept it moving. Reverend Al Sharpton got his money and kept it moving. Probably got a couple of his kids on the board of directors or something. Oh my God. I love that lady. Whoever she is, I just love her. Look at the one on the left though. Woo! Oh, I love her. You know, them old people sitting back there too, them old people. You would think that they would be more excited having the royals nearby. Oh, well. Why does it tickle me so bad? Why does it tickle me so bad? Woo! Lord have mercy. That face destroys me. You know that, don't you? That face is destroying me. It's just so pitiful. It's just like she knows something, like she really got Kate's number. Everybody could see your hair is 2 different colors. Why you leave the house like that? A flying fairy cake. I gotta remember that one. Nobody gives a flying fairy cake that that they are there. Oh, Lord. Poor Kate. Poor Kate. Poor Kate. Mm-mm-mm. It cannot be easy. They done pulled her face so tight every time she bent over, her mouth pop open. She's got like 20 different hair colors and textures. Has it really come to this? Has it really come to this? Now, remember I said that it was not crowded. Look at that, you guys. Look at how pitiful that is. You can see across the street, there's barely anybody there. You can see on this side of the street, there's barely anyone there. All those open spaces, usually it's people, but they did not show up. They did not show up. And Louis is so surprised to see his daddy, he can't stop touching him for fear that he might not see him for a month. Now, there's the overhead view. Where are the people? Where are the people? Now, after the parade and everything, they go over to Buckingham Palace to gather for the big flyover. Where are the people? Frank and Kate. uh Now, you guys, I'm going to have to say that I give Princess Anne points for today. I didn't realize what was going on, but I'll tell you in just a minute. But as you can see, those kids are so excited to be there. This is probably the best day of their lives. Their best day since, well, it's a good day for them. Princess Anne is wearing her mother's uniform from World War II. How sweet is that? She is wearing her mother's uniform from World War II. Now, I think that is absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. And I give her points for that. Uh okay, Lydia Washington has been so kind and so thoughtful. That is the link for the birthday celebration. So there is a fundraiser for Archie and Lily's birthdays, and that is the link for the fundraiser. So yeah, Princess Anne, I thought that was really nice. Princess Anne is wearing Queen Elizabeth's military uniform. Very, very sweet. Well, it says here Princess Anne just copied Queen Elizabeth's 80-year-old cinched jacket and resemble. Okay, maybe that's not the actual uniform. I thought it was, but maybe it's not. But it looks like she's replicated that look. Okay, I like it though. And of course, if Camilla is wearing blue, you know who cannot wear blue? If Camilla is wearing blue, do you know who cannot wear blue? Kate Middleton. Kate's favorite color is blue. At least she likes to wear blue. But it seems as though there has been a big falling out in the House of Windsor. And this is a story that they don't talk about. Kate and Camilla do not get on with each other. And Camilla has banned Kate from wearing blue. Kate used to wear that blue all the freaking time. Now she never wears it because if Camilla is wearing blue, she's not allowed to. As a matter of fact, I don't know if she's even allowed to wear it at all in the presence of Camilla. And none of the newspapers that I know of, I don't think any of the newspapers had an image of Charles III. None of them. All of them featured Kate and company. No images of Charles III. Yeah, definitely a sweet gesture. Although Anne did wear her mother's purple jacket that time, that purple suede jacket, she did wear that one. Now, this is May the 5th, 2023. They were so obsessed, weren't they? Harry the Outcast, Prince won't be in any of the official photos. And that, of course, was for the condemnation, the coronation. But of course, even though it was Charles' coronation, it was really all about Harry and Meghan not being there. Um, they were even trying to figure out what flight he was on, and they couldn't stop talking about the fact that it was Archie's birthday. And of course, the other story was Queen Camilla and Princess Anne having a bit of a falling out. I love that one. I love that one, where Princess Anne gave her the what for. They were having a dinner party, and Princess Anne took exception to the fact that um, somebody had referred to Camilla as the queen. And they said that Princess Anne said, "But you're not the queen. You're the queen consort. Leave it to Afro Annie." This is why I told y'all yesterday, nobody is messing with Princess Anne. Charles might intimidate a lot of people, but his sister is not one of them. She does her job and she goes home. Yeah, she does her job and she goes home. I do not think she's easily intimidated. And I don't think there's any public images of Princess Anne bowing or curtsying to her brother, except for the coronation, of course. Or I don't think I've seen any of those deferential gestures to Camilla ever. Ever. And of course, sweet, sweet revenge. The ancestors opened up the skies for coronation day. God opened up the heavens. God opens the heavens for the coronation. And of course, the big lie about Princess Diana would have approved. Look at there. praying and manifesting thunder and lightning, gas, oil, XR protesters, smog, sepia skies with dust from Africa, tornadoes, flash floods, landslides, and football sized hailstones for the coronation day. Well, I tell you, when the ancestors start praying, they pray, don't they? Yes. People all over the world was praying for a particular kind of day. Even there it says Charles' coronation weather likely to be a washout. And that's what's so weird is that this time of year, you guys, I was in no, I'm sorry, I wasn't in London in May. I was in London in May. I was there for May. And the weather was beautiful. I mean, I got so lucky with the weather. Now, Meghan Markle's clever high-tech kettle makes me feel like royalty. Now, this is from Food and Wine magazine. Meghan Markle's Netflix with Love Meghan is an aspirational as cooking show gets. The Duchess of Sussex spends each episode hosting and preparing for the arrival of her famous friends, making gorgeous bedside bouquets, snacks, and homemade housewares. By the way, you guys, because of Meghan, I cannot tell you how many Trader Joe's peanut butter pretzels I have eaten. I cannot stop eating those things. I don't think I should ever buy another bag of them. Oh my God, they're so good. They're so good. I didn't know I liked them so much. Anyway, that is well, let me see. Wild Fellow may be best known for his stag gooseneck kettle. I love the Culver EG. Okay, fellow. That's the fellow kettle. So yeah, that is the kettle that Megan used. I don't remember seeing it, but I guess she did. That's kind of nice. Look like it's got a good weight and balance to it. Sussex does it all in style with the best, most powerful, beautiful kitchen. In one of the first scenes of the first episode, she makes a batch of French press coffee using an electric kettle from Fellow. So that's where you get that kettle from. The kettle is from Fellow. It's a Fellow kettle. Got it? And I think it costs about $200. They have them on Amazon for $199.95. And they come in, oh, that's pretty. They come in blue, black, white. Yeah, I see blue, black, and white. It's like a powder blue. That is very nice. So if you're in the market for a new kettle, try this one from Fellow Kettle. Fellow Corvo EKG Pro Studio Edition Electric Tea Kettle. Precise temperature control. This one is matte black with a walnut handle. Now, see, that's nice because you could serve with that. You know what I'm saying? It would look nice on your table. Huh. So cool. So, yet another Megan effect. Oh, you guess what, you guys? I think I'm just about done. See there? It's Prince Archie's birthday. Yes, it is Prince Archie's birthday. And thank you to the squatty who made this lovely collage of characters and such. So, yeah, that's it. I'm done. It is Prince Archie's birthday. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm going to stick around for a little bit because I have a couple of more photos that I want to share with you from today's or yesterday's Met Gala. Yeah, I love that. Love it. Let me see here. I think I have a couple images of Rihanna to share. Let me see here. Come on, Rihanna. Come on here, girl. Oh, it won't let me share that one. Let me see. I'll take care of it. No worries. Okay, let's try this again. Again and again. There you go. So, as you can see, Rihanna is with child again. And, but that did not stop her from enjoying her trip to the red carpet. Again, she is wearing one of those deconstructed looks. It almost seems like she has on a bolero jacket, but it is a very short waist. Um, and at the bottom is a very traditional pinstripe suit that is actually deconstructed. It has been opened at the collar, and they made this gorgeous train out of it. So, yes, that is again a deconstruction version. See the sketch on the right side? You can see the buttons. It looked like they took the sleeves of the jacket and tied it in the back. Now, of course, the cut of the fabric is custom made to give the effect, but that is pretty clever. And as before mentioned, she is the one who closed out the show. Oh, Sonia Johnson, you have a funeral on Thursday? Well, do know in spirit, we are going to be there with you. We will definitely be there supporting you. We're going to send all of our love and support, and we will be there with you. Hello, Ivy here. Hey, Ivy. I haven't said that in a while. Hello, Ivy here. So, thank you very much, you guys. I am done. Thank you for enjoying the Met Gala review. I wasn't sure how that was going to go over, but most of you guys stuck around and enjoyed it. Um, and I'm so glad for that because it is one of my favorite events out of the year. It's the Met Gala. And look at there, a special shout out to Diana Ross, who stole the show. She was a showstopper. It's hard to believe that, what is she, like 80 years old now? Hard to believe. Hard to believe, but that's the new 80. 80 is the new 60, and 60 is the new 40, and 50 is the new 30. 81. Okay. All right. Oh, you guys, you don't understand. I love Zendaya. I do. Her ability to wear whatever, whatever. She has this incredible ability that everything looks amazing on her. That is gorgeous. And what I also love is, as before mentioned, it seemed as though she was paying homage to Diana Ross, who we all remember from the hit movie Mahogany, where she wore the white hat. And of course, that reminds us of our Duchess. But yeah, it was a fantastic night. Hey, Riri. Yeah, she looks good. She looks amazing. How does she do it? How does she do it? The thing is, fashion is something you buy. But when it comes to having taste, you either have it or you don't. When it comes to being stylish, either you are or you are not. And she's absolutely fearless. Um, I really love the way they say that she can, like, be the goofiest person, laughing and enjoying the moment. But when it's time to style the outfit, everything changes. Everything changes. She goes into character. Okay, I think I was a little harsh on Lewis Hamilton. He did put forth the effort. I don't know. It's a good outfit, but why do I get the feeling he would have wore that anyway, someplace else? Eh, eh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Let's just go through these right quick. And of course, my birthday twin, Anna Wintour. Yeah, ASAP always looks good. He always looks good. Whatever he wears, he looks amazing. Holly Berry was quite daring. I'll say that. I'm not sure what her intentions were with that outfit, but it was daring. She definitely garnered attention. You guys, I want you to see a close up of Zendaya's white suit. I think I'm going to save that photo because I just love her. I want you to see a close up of it. So I'm going to crop this so you can really, really see the detail. See that? And I kind of feel like that's not even close enough. Let me do some more. Let me crop it some more. Okay, that's better. I mean, she could just wear anything. She can wear anything. Even if I don't like it, it looks good on her. Wow. It definitely reminds me of my aunt. My aunt had this white suit that she wore back in the 70s. She worked as an executive secretary, and she and her husband went to Rome because she had won Employee of the Year, and she had won a trip to Rome. But her favorite outfit ever was a finely tailored white suit that she owned. And I was with her the day she donated it to charity. Yeah, at that point she was like, "Okay, I will never wear this again." So off to charity it goes. Oh my god. And special shout out um to what's her name there? Cardi. Love, 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 love that suit. This was really a great year. I'm trying to get a close up look at the suit. Uh, also, um, where is that? I want to zoom in close to her outfit so you can see the rich, rich, rich detail. I'm gonna see how close I can get in where it still makes sense. But I really want you to see the rich detail of that outfit. Kalen. Good night, everybody. I'm done for today. If you just joined us, I am done. We're just going back, taking a second look at some of these outfits. You see that? See how beautiful that is? That is nice. That is really nice. She knew the assignment and she went for it. I like it. This yellow and lavender, I'm not liking it. I don't really like that. It seems a little too mother of the bride, doesn't it? Well, yeah, it seems a little too mother of the bride. Not really, because it's kind of, you know, you can see a lot up top, but then again, yeah, it kind of looks mother of the bride. And of course, Demi Moore with her giant necktie. Clever, clever. And the guy on the right, he is a model, Alton Mason. And Serena Williams, I'm not sure exactly what the theme was, but I keep looking at the outfit. I'm trying to see if it's saying anything to me, and I don't know what she's doing. She looks great, but I'm a little disappointed that she wasn't on theme tonight. Got Louis Vuitton over there on the right. And this guy on the left, he is definitely, handling his business. He's on the mark. and Megan Thee Stallion, who has a song with a title that definitely causes one to, yeah, okay. And there's ASAP. Well, he's got the kind of walking cane umbrella, right? Patent leather shoes, no surprise there. He's got a chain with like a ruby over his necktie. And I'm taking a close up look at his hair. It is pretty cool. Let me see. Let me do a close up so you guys can see. Yeah, he's a good looking guy. There you go. Now you can see up close. Yeah, I like that too. It's so much better than the one that they remember the one they had with the green, the sand, whatever, the sand hourglass time. That carpet was horrible. That carpet was horrible. But this year, I mean, you could almost see that outside of a commercial space, I guess. Bad Bunny looks good. You know, he's in character for himself, so that's good. And what's his name and his wife? They look great. Uh-huh. I love Lupita. That is really cute. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Working the Chanel there. Uh-huh. And Jonathan Owen, I think he was one of the best dressed men of the night. I say it again. He was one of the best dressed men of the night. See there? They complement each other very well. Oh, Zendaya. You have no idea. You don't know. You don't know. I love Zendaya. You have no idea. Okay. Deconstruction, deconstructed. Great night for the Met Gala. Audrey McDonald looks flawless. Yes, yes, Queen, yes. All right. That was a nice little review. Thank you all very much. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe space. Good night and God bless. And thank you, as always, for watching Royal Sussex. And again, make sure you guys go and check out those Met Gala photos for yourself. Try to find some nice, closely cropped images so you can really enjoy the work that went into those outfits. It's not a bunch of fabric glue and all that kind of stuff. They really went all out. Dapper Dan. Yes. Did you see the picture of him? Let me go and find Dapper Dan. I know he's there because I mentioned him, but let me see if I can find Dapper Dan for you. Dapper Dan, the legend, Dapper Dan. Did I just like blow past his picture? There he is on the left. That is Dapper Dan. The legend of hip hop fashion, Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan is 80 years old, you guys. 80 years old. He looks good. 80 years old. Let me give you a brief history of Dapper Dan. Daniel R. Day. What a cool name. Daniel Day. Daniel R. Day, born August 8th, 1944, known as Dapper Dan, is an American fashion designer and haberdasher from Harlem, New York. Harlem, New York. His store, Dapper Dan's Boutique, operated from 1982 to 1992 and is most associated with the introduction of high fashion to hip hop culture. Its clientele included Mike Tyson, Eric B., and Rakim, Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J, and Jay Z. In 2017, he launched a fashion line with Gucci, with whom he opened a second store, an atelier, Dapper Dan's of Harlem, in 2018. Dan is included in Time 100's most influential people of 2022. Yeah, this guy is amazing. He did knockoffs of Fendi. He literally taught himself the business. He really taught himself the business. So yeah. Yep, he literally taught himself the business. Oh, thank you. I'm going to do that right now. Let me get the link for that, and I'll post the link. Limonada. I said limonada, not Illuminati. Limonada. You know, it still is giving me. Let me just type it. Blessed idiot. I ain't say nothing about no damn Illuminati. Get me caught up. Trying to get me caught up. Okay. Okay, this is the link. I'm going to post it to the top of the chat. Oh, God. You know what, guys? Are you feeling as relieved as I am right now? They're busy with the VE Day stuff, and I feel like we had a nice break from all the other business of the week, if you know what I mean. I don't even want to mention it, but I feel relieved. I'm just like I'm so glad to put that behind us. So glad. And I think Harry's in Las Vegas tomorrow. So again, that is the link for the Limonada, the podcast. And Megan is going to speak to the founder, Hannah Mendoza, the founder of Clever Blends. So do make sure you check it out. She is going to speak to the founder of Clever Blends. And remember, our Megan invested in that company. She invested in the company. Um, so yeah, if you go to that link, why is that not working? Oh, I think I got too many things open. Let me see. I need to get rid of a couple things. Remove that. Remove that. By Mindy Kaling. She gets to stay. I love Zendaya. There you go. That's what you'll see. Limonada. Hannah Mendoza. Yeah, I think they're supposed to take Daily Mail to court. I forgot that what that one was about, but I think they're in court with Daily Mail. Okay, so you guys, that's it. Again, the founder of Clever Blends, Mendoza, is featured this week for the podcast. And I'm glad that Megan is doing a podcast. Just like before, she's doing a podcast based on things that she's interested in, curious about. I think this is very topical, especially in the political climate nowadays. Confessions of a Female Founder. I think this is very topical. And I'm certain there's a lot of women that are going to be helped by Megan's work. So far, I have enjoyed every single conversation. I've enjoyed every conversation. Oh, George is Queen Charlotte's husband, and I believe William and Kate named the children after them. Oh, really? I didn't think about that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, really? Those flower petals was my first clue Megan was attached more closely to Clever Blends. A while back when Clever was selling flower petals to go with the oat milk lattes. I did not know that. Well, thank you for that information. I had no idea. Hi, Ingrid Sowers. Thank you for being here. Oh, boy. All righty then. I love Zendaya. What she does to that suit is just amazing. She's got the waistcoat, the jacket, the trousers, just amazing. Effortlessly stylish. And of course, our Megan looks great in a white suit. Y'all know that already. Megan looks great in a white suit. I love the white suit that she wore in Nigeria. That was nice and unexpected. That was very unexpected. I did not see her wearing that white suit, but it looked great. Another place I think that the Sussexes would do really well is if they went to Brazil. I don't think they have any like connections there, but Brazil and probably Argentina because of Megan's history with Argentina. I think that would be really cool. But Argentina, their economy is like kind of bad, so that would be problematic. But Brazil is a relatively well-off country. I mean, there's a lot of poverty there, but definitely they definitely have a big and very much growing, prosperous economy. Sao Paulo is like the New York of Brazil. It's not the capital, but it is definitely a place where business happens. Do you know what's funny? People are always surprised that there are beaches in Chicago. I mean, sandy beaches in Chicago where you can actually go and, to the beach and you could really swim in the water. People are always surprised by that. I guess you think lake, you don't really think beach. Oh, thank you, Ingrid Sowers. I've enjoyed tonight. It was fun. Okay, love you guys. Good night.